So I want, people can say that, that tarnishes, or that damages her. Well, it sucks that a girl can't do certain things and, without being labeled a whore, but a guy can do things and it's okay. No. I mean, guys can be whores as much as girls can. It's I personally, having a threesome, there's something wrong with that. People can say anal is wrong. I've never done it. I'd love to try it. Yeah. But the only person I'll ever let do that is my dream man. And, there's nothing even wrong. I mean, people can say for a guy to enjoy that. Well, no, that doesn't mean you're gay. There's enjoyment in everything. So, to not be afraid of that. You don't have to tell every single person. I'm an open book. So I pretty much say what I want. I don't care what people think, But, I'm not gonna be afraid that, I'm not gonna tell every single detail of what I do. You don't have to do that. No one's saying to do that. You can try something and, hey, maybe if it's something you're comfortable with saying, say it. Or I don't want to say comfortable, but people should never be ashamed that they tried certain things and they liked it or didn't like it. Or maybe they liked it with somebody, didn't like it with somebody else. Personally with me, I need to enjoy everything with my dream man, or else, I'm a guy when it comes to sex. I mean, if I don't get any, I'm going to be pissed off. I need somebody like that. I need somebody who's willing to do that. And I need somebody who's like, you're the best I ever had. The best. Amazing. Not just because we're the ethereal union of two lost souls, but you are truly fucking amazing. You are the best I ever had. And I'm going to say that with him too. Because he is. I mean, no, I have not had a lot of sexual experiences, thankfully, in that sense, because then, well, sadly, I've never really been in a relationship with a man, or a boy for that matter. But, haven't had a lot of sexual experiences with people, thankfully, because I don't want to, I don't want to give that away to me. Sex, if I'm going to do anything other than being with the man that I truly love, then I don't want to put myself, I want to be able to be with him for a while before I did anything else. Because you need to, even if it's two people that are truly meant to be together and they get together, I don't want to pretend like, okay, everything's fine. It's like, I want to be able to have, that connection. And, it's fun, even if you have that, it's fun being together. That's all you need. That's all you need is just to be together. You can spoil me all you want, but right now, spoil me with, me time and us time. Not just me time, because it's not just me, it's you too. So being together and saying, spoil me with love. That's perfect. That's you can spoil me all you want, DM. My DM me, DM, motherfucker. I'll spank your ass. Keep hearing that. It's like, I don't want you to hurt his ass. I like his ass. It's like a nice, juicy ass on a man I can grab onto. Better take a bite out of that thing. But, I don't want to take a bite out of it. Oh, don't do that. But anyway, you guys get the point. Anyway, to be able to, have that and, being able to have, a guy accept me and say, well, if you say this or do this, I'm leaving, not having somebody who's afraid. And I'm a laid back person. Scaring me away is pretty impossible. If you want to scare me away, good luck with that. I'd rather sit down and talk to the person, because there's a person can say things a certain way, and that means something different to somebody else. But then how they're meaning it is trying to say this right. How they're meaning that is, a person would say that differently. So that's the gist of it, as when it comes to all that. So I want to be able to sit down and talk, and not be afraid, oh, this person's saying it like this, and oh, this is bad. I'd rather I like a detail. I love an intelligent conversation and a smart conversation. I like being able to sit down and talk and get to know that person. It's like, if people, like God can say, I'm preparing you for marriage. Okay, that's great. Can I talk to the person instead of going through all these things in my head, or making all this list and all these details? Can I talk to the person? Because that's what's ultimately going to do it. Because I know if I'm supposed to, my dream man, I'm not going to say I'm supposed to have, but my dream man is someone exactly like me. So, and it seems that they've gone through exactly the same things I've gone through. But I don't want to go through that in my head, and I know if he's just like me, then neither is he. He wants to talk to me about it. Because you talk to the person, that's a turn on, that could be like, wow, this is awesome, because this person really is just like me. Because sometimes, and I don't want to put that, without being afraid that that's going to turn him off, and because, I can't let all this stuff, I keep hearing self-fulfilling prophecy that, oh, I'm going to create all this stuff. Well, no, I'm not. Number one. Number two, since a lot of this stuff seems like it's not even something I even have to do, it's already stuff that's already put into place, then, in the sense to where it's like it, kind of like, it's all this stuff developed like an OCD thing. It's like, well, it doesn't really matter if I do it or not. If this person's going to be there, or if, this person's going to do this or that, it doesn't matter exactly what I do. All that matters, because that person, whatever you're saying is going to happen is going to happen. So it doesn't really matter. So then what's the point in it all? So, I'm not going to be afraid that if I say something or do something, like, if I can't be myself, then what's the point of it all? Because I'm not going to conform to anything. I want someone who wants me. I want someone who's been looking for me like I've been looking for them. And if I have to pursue this guy, and he's not going to pursue me back, which, I'll pursue a friendship, yes, but he has to pursue the relationship. So that means anything that I do, and I'm a very bold and brave person, so I'll ask the guy out. That's not a problem for me. But if I have to do the work, and I don't get anything back, then what's the point? Because if this person's truly looking for me, if this person knows in their soul, because if my soul, my heart, my mind is calling out to this person's going to know it. And this person's going to come to me. Unless there's a block on them, which I've really, that's, got to be something if he's not already here. And, having him physically be here, people would say, well, he's already there. He's in you. He's in everything you do. It's like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, he's not physically here. Get his ass physically here. It's like, it's not all up to me. It's gotta be, it is a two-way street. Me and him. Okay? So, little I don't like giving out love advice because being forced to put people together and being used as a vessel for God is not something. It's not something I like. And I get the whole breaking my heart, having my heart be broken, my dream man coming to repair it. That's nice and all. He's not here. Where is he? Why isn't he responding? So yeah, I'm pretty, pissed off about that, and I don't blame him. There's got to be some reason he's not doing it, and I'm not going to blame him because that's not who I'm not an angry person. I'm not a bitter person. I don't like being that. I mean, we all have some of that in us, but that's not who I am. Overall, that's not who I am. I'm a friendly person. I'm a caring person. I'm a giving person. It would be nice, maybe even with this, that I would get a response from this guy. I truly hope he is who I think he is. Because, to think that I really didn't have to go through anything because I already had all this stuff in me. The stuff was already who I was. So to think, that I didn't have to go through this at all, and all this, we had to go through this for love. The glory of love. I love that song. Ironically, God said he was a big blonde, and I don't give a shit. Hell, if he wouldn't be scared away from it anyway. I wouldn't be. Shit. Of course, then again, I wouldn't make him wait if it was the other way around, because that's just not something I would do. I would never make someone suffering wait. If I was in his situation, I would never make that person wait. So it'd be nice if I could hear from my dream man and not have to go through all this stuff. But a lot of Canada stuff, a lot of Canada references, a lot of big blonde references. Not to a lot of I'll say it this way, a lot of sexual references, a lot of that's not being scared, but it's almost most people think I'm crazy anyway, so I guess it wouldn't matter if I said it. A lot of John Holmes references. Oh boy. Boy, that's a good one. But I'm a brave and bold person, and my dream man would appreciate that. And part of the reason why I wanted to do this was because that's a lot of stuff I've gone through. I've been told, well, if I do this, I do that. Whatever guy that God has put in my life, it's going to end, and all this stuff. And I mean, even talking about this, people are like, well, you're just crazy. Well, my dream man wouldn't think I was crazy. My dream man would be like, well, I believe you. That stuff happens, and I've been going through some weird stuff throughout my whole life too. I mean, I can tell you the stuff that's gone on throughout my life, and looking at it now, it's kind of funny, and not funny, but it's ironic. Another Canadian reference. I also got a lot of New York stuff, and maybe hate New York, but I don't hate it now. I've heard a lot of Florida references. There's been a lot of stuff. And to think that I would have to do all the work, or I would have to be afraid to be myself, or I'd have to do something in order to get this guy's attention and for him to actually respond to me, other than giving me a retweet, to think that, I matter enough where I could, and I don't want to say that in a mean way, but that I would actually, he'd be like, you know what, I can't keep doing this to her, I have to talk to her, because you never know, I'm not a bad person, I'm not going to hurt you, just give me a chance, I'm not going to hurt you, please, I'm as harmless as a fly, which, ironically, if you've seen the movie, both of them, they're pretty harmful, But anyway, bye.